Fuck how you know. See man them man that take on the work, you know. Look how much bumbo clad Chinese. Me not see no black man there to work, brother. Look here. Look how much Chinese I work. I don't get fucked.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Julie Reaction. For a very long time we have seen the Jamaicans complaining about the Chinese foreigners taking over their countries, and right now we have seen the majority of the Chinese foreigners are being forced to leave Jamaica. So guys, I want us to watch these videos and see why the Chinese are being forced to leave Jamaica. Kindly watch till the end and I'll be back with more comments. All credits goes to the original creator of the video.
See, if you come in a wholesale and you can't read, that's alright. Me help you. Right? But you see, if you can't read and you go on like you can read, at them time that you look like fool. Let me give you an example with the things that me have to deal with at the time. One lady come in here and ask me the germs lotion. Germs lotion. And then when me ask her, germs lotion, miss? I don't know, germs lotion, that one there up there, so. I don't have no problem when people dance, you know. But how you fit dance and have attitude with it? And that me not get. How? That don't make no sense.
Because we suffer every day. Can you imagine? We have been here for centuries and we're still lagging around. If we to start a business in Jamaica, it's one of the hardest things to start a business. While the Chinaman come from China, come to Jamaica, start a business, non-tax for 5 years. And by the time the 5 years come when him start pay tax, he making cousin and he never and his uncle come and him gone. So, and listen, this have been happening for centuries. So this have nothing to do with PNP or JLP. And you know, at the end of the day, none of them no want to fix it because all of them want us to, the black man.
I don't like the way in which the Jamaican government has allowed the Chinese to come in and take over. I believe they own the major port there. I believe that the Jamaican government has given them lands in exchange for services. I believe they built at least one hospital there, a couple of schools. They had constructed a north-south highway or northwest highway that connects one part of the island to the other, so you don't have to drive all the way around to get there, which was necessary. But from what I read, in exchange for them building the highway, the Jamaican government has allowed them to keep, I believe, nearly all of the toll fees on that highway for a certain amount of years. We're giving up too much to get too little. And what bothers me the most about, you know, Jamaica, they are the most Pan-Africanist and the most unapologetic of the Caribbean islands. And so if China can take Jamaica, taking the rest of the Caribbean won't be that difficult. You know,
Jamaicans aren't only being pushed out of their beaches, but gradually they're being pushed out of business. Check this out.
Chinese mechanics in Jamaica should go 20-30 cars a day like clockwork, while Jamaican mechanics, they carry stuck in the garage sometime for a whole week. But how did the Chinese get here? How did they set up shop so fast right in front of our eyes? Listen, foreigners are coming in, buying land, running businesses, owning Jamaica, and we're becoming visitors in our own land. Just like some places in Africa where people now work for foreigners in their own country. Sooner or later, the Chinese going to control the parts distribution and shut us out.
I already think it's too late for Jamaicans. And the reason why I say that, because back in 2015, Jamaica signed an agreement with China, allowing China to control one of their biggest and most important ports for 30 years. And that's the port of Kingston. So China dictates what goes into Jamaica and what goes out of Jamaica. So I'm pretty sure all these Chinese business owners already have a connection with distributors in China. So they have direct contact with the distributors when it comes to supplies and keeping their stores in stock. So as you gradually see Chinese businesses pop up, you see less Jamaican businesses. So Jamaicans are gradually becoming workers for foreigners. And who allows another country to control your ports Allow what comes in and outside of your country. Like I said, it's already a wrap, at least for 30 years.
So everyone has been asking how the Chinese mechanics got into Jamaica. Well, here are the facts. Did you know that in 2015, Jamaica signed over the Kingston Freeport, our main port, our lifeline to China, who has full control for 30 years? Now they control what comes in and they control what goes out. That's why the Chinese mechanics and other companies move the way they want. No one to answer to. No real checks. No oversight. They run the port, they hold the gate. Why do you think it's after the fact Pika stepped in? Because they don't even know what's going on. But somebody know. Because when it comes to these little things, don't think you can think on the same level you were programmed to think on. You have to change your frequency sometimes. And we're standing on the outside of our own house. We can't even act like we never know. Listen, we will never get out of slavery. Because a nation that can't even control its own port is a nation already conquered, just without the chain.
Something really wrong is going on in Kingston and St. Andrew. There is a set of people that don't care about community building, that don't care about families, that don't care about community, and they only care about making money. If you haven't been to Kingston and St. Andrew in a while, you can't be in a one street and you don't see one apartment building. Now, some of these apartment buildings are well positioned. Some of them make sense, right? The corporate area and all them thing there. But when you spread out a little bit out and you go into the communities them, when you see mom and pop home with them little backyard and thing, and right beside them yard is one tall rotted building that don't make no sense. The people them they upstairs looking at you downstairs hanging your panty on the clothesline. Between you, one big building sandwiched in the middle of two homes, of two family homes. So now imagine me now having a beautiful day today. As me leave me yard, what that me see right beside my gate? What is that me see right beside my gate? One sign that say intention to build apartment units. Now, if you don't know me or if you don't follow me, if you never watch my video them, please go watch them. Me live in the bush. Me live in some hill bush. Me live in the bush. This empty lot is between me and my two neighbors. So this apartment building would be sandwiched between three family homes, that which privacy will be completely destroyed, which there is no road to go up there, so because don't see me take cooking oil go try fix up the road there. Them want carry people go up there in an apartment and the place don't have no road. There's no road go up there. The place far up in the hills. Which apartment gonna keep up there, so right? Now you tell me now, why will you want to disturb? First of all, you know, come in and cut off the wall of the trees them. You know, deforest the place. The birds didn't know what to do with themselves. And now you know come in with sign that say, you know, I put up apartment building in a little tiny, because I want like a tiny lot in the middle of the bush, sandwiched in between two family homes. I don't care if people are going to go up this or not. I don't care if it has a good point of sell or not. All I care about is the fact that Uno are destroying Jamaica. Uno are destroying Jamaican communities. Uno are destroying Jamaican communities, because even sometimes when Uno don't get the old dilapidated house to buy and tear it down and put Uno in thinking apartment mashes box in the sky, so all Uno do a scam people with a little mashes box in the sky. It's not, and I'm not talking about this because it burn me and it affect me now. I have spoken about this plenty of time before, because there's a place for everything. Ambush sandwich between three family home is not a place for an apartment building. To all the contractors out there, I'm not saying to stop doing business. I am saying to do consciously, respectfully, with ethic. You don't need to have ethic. There is a place for everything. A community, a neighborhood is not a place for an apartment complex. Uno sick in a uno head. You see the place where I show that where they white bones in a Constant Spring? Uno can put apartment building there, so there's no family home. It's a commercial place. Uno very well uno put an apartment building over there, so you understand what I say? A community, a street where kids play in the street and families jog out there and cows roam around the place. It's not the place for an apartment building. Don't be so greedy. Why you want to be so unethical and build a skyscraper to sell matches boxing at the skies, which by the way most likely are going to just sit down there, so because there is a overstock in a town. Me don't know who. If people know I buy it down, yes, on a Kingston 6, Kingston 8, Kingston 10, who is going to go buy apartment in the bush? Just have a little conscience, please. And for those of you who are not contractors, whenever you can, please raise your voice. Please raise your voice, because these buildings, these apartment buildings, are destroying communities, families. They are pricing out families. A family that could have purchased that land to be their family home were priced out by a developer. Thank you so much for watching. Which I love.
I have a question for Andrew Holness, Kamina J. Smith, and Dr. R.S. Chang. As a Jamaican, I'm really concerned, and I just want to express myself, and maybe other Jamaicans feel the same way. In Jamaica, we have over 76,000 Chinese living there, whether they are Chinese descendants or recently migrated to Jamaica, right? Boom. Chinese are able to work in our country, have businesses for over 5 years without paying taxes, while Jamaican people or Jamaican new entrepreneurs who start businesses have to pay taxes off the rip. First of all, they can't get funding to start a business, much less. Now, what the Chinese them do is once you reach 5 years, they just call down another family member and put the business in their name, and the process continues and they don't pay taxes, right? But that's not really why I'm here. I'm here because I realize that even as Jamaicans, we need a visa to go to China. But check this out. Chinese don't need a visa to come to Jamaica. That is unfair. To me, that's all ridiculous. You know how much Jamaicans would love to go to China for whatever reasons, whether short stay, business, or pleasure. Like, there gotta be some type of renegotiation. This is 2025, not 1865. So Andrew Holness, Dr. R.S. Chang, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kamina J. Smith, my namesake, please, me I beg you, look into this. Think about it as a politician. Me and have the education I have, you know. Zane, me I don't know a doctor and them thing. I'm just a regular Jamaican. We have sense and common sense. So, uno tell me the scholars, if that makes sense. Uno really need to do something about that. Do something about all of these countries where can come to our country and all these things and all get all these easy access to things. But Jamaicans have to struggle so much. Enough fear. Do something about that. Me I beg you now, please.
Jamaican construction worker. How you stay so? Why you not overcharge the people them? Me come for the labourer them, and who me come for talk to right now, the labourer. $5,000 a day family for one labourer. Talking God truth now. $5 grand a day and you are not trade man. And that you put on the price to you a thief. And watch this now, no? No for you know thing you come on the site and do a smoke and drink beer rum. Because in a Jamaica, you have a thing. If rum not up on the site, you don't want to work on it. But you not pay $5,000 a day for drink rum and smoke kush all day. Nobody now do them thing the family. Because you have to look in on yourself and change up some things while go on a yard. You know mad? $5,000 a day for one labourer. You have to start from 8 to 5. You reach till almost 9 o'clock. You forget 1 hour lunch break. And enough of you lunch break go to 2 hours. When you left 5 o'clock in the evening, when you start draw fall 4 o'clock. Eh? And you want $5,000 a day. You no mad. You see, the Chinese them are going to beat on no bad. Because the Chinese them I take $3,000 a day. Up what the place name again? You in a crossroad there, so them have a construction company. The Chinese them. $3,000 a day them will take for labor. And when them come for your work, them not smoke. Them not ask if you no wrong. If them come 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock them did a sharp. If them feel left 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. If them take 1 hour lunch break, at 1 hour lunch break them at take. But you no want to charge $5,000 and then you want to take 2 hour lunch break, come late, do 1 bag of foolishness for the time and expect people to give you $5,000. You if you stop it, the trade man them done a beat you bad already and you come take up that dirty habit there. $5,000 for 1 laborer, you come sit down and smoke and drink special for your site. Mad or no mad man. The Chinese go and beat on the bad with that $3,000 there where them come with. Who know a flap on yourself? Who know a flap on yourself? A master builder need to drop something to try to help the people them we are build. Because enough of them mason and trade man don't want to see people build. Because enough of them can't build. Them bad mind. About $5,000 a day. On the move and go on a thief like.
Welcome back and thank you for watching. And I hope you have watched those videos till the end and you have seen how the Jamaicans have come out in large numbers and they are complaining about the Chinese foreigners. Chinese foreigners are taking over their country, and here are some reasons why the Jamaicans are complaining about the Chinese foreigners. For instance, the Jamaican's government has been providing license to these Chinese foreigners to open and operate businesses for up to 5 years without being taxed. And to this reason, the Chinese foreigners are feeling that they have more privilege, they have more freedom, and they have more power than the Jamaicans. And this has really affected the Jamaicans to an extent of them closing down their businesses, because these Chinese foreigners are not being tasked, but the Jamaicans traders are being tasked. And this is one reason that these Jamaicans, they want these Chinese foreigners to leave their country, because they are rendering them jobless. For now, when you visit Jamaica, you will find these big businesses, these big companies are being owned by these Chinese foreigners, and they have dominated the market of selling their products. And because they have dominated the market, it has really affected the local traders, because they are the ones who are controlling the price of the commodities there. And you will know for sure these Chinese foreigners have that power and have that opportunity to acquire more raw materials than these local traders. And for sure this has really affected the local traders in Jamaica, because these people will sell their product, the same product that they have with the local traders, they will sell them on a lower price. And when you find these local traders selling that commodity the same price that these Chinese foreigners are selling, they will have lose, and these Chinese traders will gain profit. And to this reason, they are coming up, they are closing their businesses, because nobody will buy the same product on a higher price for local traders and leave the same product on a lower price for the Chinese traders. And this is the common reason that the Jamaicans want these Chinese traders to leave their country. The Jamaicans people are saying that they can't compete with people who are not being tasked, because they are being tasked, and these others, they are not being tasked, so they can't compete on the same market selling the same product. And they want them out immediately, because they are ruining their market and they are rendering them jobless. Another reason is that the Jamaicans are feeling that the Chinese foreigners are the ones who are controlling the port right now. When you visit the port, you will find out that the Chinese are the ones who are controlling the port. They are controlling things that they are being coming in the port and going out of the port. The government does not want to inspect the product that these Chinese are exporting and importing in the country, and this has really emerged a big questions why the government has given these Chinese foreigners that freedom to an extent of them controlling the port that the government should be inspecting. They have left the port for the Chinese foreigners, and the Jamaicans people are not happy. They are feeling that they are at risk because the government does not inspect things that these people are bringing in the country. They might be dangerous things that it will affect them one day, but the government has folded a blind eye on this, and that's why they don't feel safe. They feel that these people are controlling them. They are controlling even the government. And another reason why the Chinese foreigners are leaving Jamaica is because of racism, crime, and feeling unsafe. Majority of these Chinese foreigners are feeling unsafe, targeted by crime, and according to reports, there have been several repeated cases of crime with violence reported involving the Chinese business owners, and the Chinese business owners are feeling unsafe. They are feeling that these Jamaicans have started to target them, and this is the major reason why they are leaving Jamaica. And despite the challenges, the Jamaican Chinese have really invested majorly in Jamaican's economy. They have brought development, they have created job opportunities to some Jamaicans, and they have even contributed majorly in road infrastructure in Jamaica. But the Jamaicans people are feeling unjust. They are feeling that these Chinese foreigners are not doing justice to them. They feel that even though these Chinese foreigners have created job opportunities in our country, the majority people who are working in there, they are their own Chinese. They have employed a majority of Chinese in those companies and a few Jamaicans people, and they are saying that these Chinese are treating black Jamaicans less privileged. They are treating them bad because of their skin color, and this has really make these Jamaicans people to reject these Chinese foreigners, and they are telling them that they should leave their country because of racism. And another thing is, the reason why the Jamaicans want these Chinese foreigners to leave Jamaica is because they are feeling that these people are not investing good in their country. They feel that the money that they are earning in their country, they are taking it back to Chinese. They are investing big in their country than in Jamaica. So they don't want the Chinese to continue working in Jamaica because they don't invest good in their country, and they feel that when these people will leave their country, they will leave it more poor than the way they found it. So guys, what is your thought on this? Kindly write it on the comment section, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like, share. See you in my next one. Love.